Hey guys, here, aka G, welcome back to another GTA 5 video, and today I wanted to discuss camera angles to do with GTA 5 online racing, my sort of insight into, I guess, what I know and what I feel comfortable in. Obviously, this all comes down to what you're most comfortable with, and also why people use certain angles. And it's one of those things, mostly comfort, but then again, it's mostly about understanding how things work. Now, for example, here, Nismo97, one of the quickest guys on GTA 5, managed to get a 49.249 within a small amount of laps with the T20. Of course, T20 is the quickest car in the game, and it just generates insane revs out of corners, right? If you get it right with shit kind of fucking acceleration, right? But look, this guy's using the closest view without using the right stick. He's able to understand the car more. He's obviously decreasing his peripheral, so he's got his focus on the car mainly. So when he's timing his brakes, when he's hitting those apex, he's actually getting it spot on. Now, of course, himself, he didn't actually believe how he got that lap time. Now, me personally, I'm shit. So I got 49.716. But what I've changed in order to make myself improve on this particular track. Now, before I get into what I've changed, beforehand with the Zentorno, I was excessively using the right analog stick with the furthest camera view, and it wasn't efficient. It was more like me trying to be hopeful every lap to try to, hook the car between the tree with the best line, trying to dink this car in, trying to get a 3-pointer, and obviously throw the car into the hospital with the right stick, this and that. It just gives you more workload, more work and more effort into a particular lap, which is quite straightforward to do if you're not even using the right stick, by timing the brakes and working out the timing that way. Personally, I can't use the closest camera view on this track. I can't use the furthest camera view, but I prefer the middle camera view because it gives you that precise peripherals of what I need to see, what I need to time. My second lap, I managed to get this time. I'm sure there's a lot to improve. I'm sure it's 48 is possible if you use another line which you go through the pole on the second corner. Now, anyway, here is my recreation of Muscle In, inspired by Muscle In, sorry. It's called Muscle Out without a crossover. On the left hand side, I'm using the closest view. On the right hand side, I'm using the furthest view with a little bit of right analog stick as well. But on the left hand side, I completely do not even touch the right analog stick. I'm just focusing on my car's rear. I'm focusing on the timing of the corner. And to be fair, I got more precise and accurate results on the left hand side. Although I don't have the heads up display on the left, I don't know why it glitched out, even though it was turned on the settings. I was just focusing on my racing. It turns out I was able to be quicker on the left-hand side. You guys will see that it's pretty close between the two as well. How it's quite interesting to see two different perspectives from the same person. And I personally don't mind the camera views. And like I said, it depends on the track as well. It seems like I'm able to make less mistakes with the closest view, like I said, because I'm able to pay more attention to the car details rather than anything else. And also, in terms of contact racing, obviously I'm speaking in terms of hot lapping here. But in terms of contact racing, I will always... And I promise you this, I will always stick to the furthest view, and I will always have to use right analog stick at the situations where it does matter. Why? Because using the furthest view increases your peripherals, therefore you can see more cars around you, therefore you can time and react to situations with your brakes more quicker, and therefore reducing the chance of getting into collisions. That's the priority of contact racing, because there's no point in bumper grinding. Fair enough, bumper grind is involved in racing because that's racing after all, right? But to reduce those irrelevant situations and arguments, certainly I would recommend the furthest view. But in terms of lap times and efficiency of understanding how the cars work and will improve your cornering and this and that, I would certainly recommend switching it about and see what you can do. Because sticking to the same thing, I don't know, it's one of those things. You may not improve. You might just stay at the same level for the entire time, but changing things about is always nice. And I managed to get the quickest time, the closest view on this particular test on Muscle Out, my racing creation. Try it out, but let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. What camera view do you guys use? Do you guys even use the right stick for cornering? Personally, I've recently been quite lazy with the right stick because I feel like I don't really need it, because obviously with the experience that I have. And also, it's one of those things where you mostly want to focus on the timing of your brakes, because that's important. Otherwise, you're going to go crash, you're going to overshoot a corner, whatever. You don't want to brake too much, you don't want to brake too little. It is down to efficiency, lap after lap, going quickly. Obviously, pace provided by GTA 5, that's important. So hopefully you guys found this video somewhat insightful from this video. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys soon. Check you sign out. Good night, peace. Yeah. Hey guys, here, G, welcome back to another video. And it's been a while because my internet died for the past few days. Basically